Hello everyone. Today inshallah we're talking about the percent. So let's remember what is the percent. The percent is a fraction that has a denominator of 100, like 70 over 100, which has a different form like 70%. Just notice this symbol, it's like 100, but the 1 is like that and the 2 zeros like that. So it refers to 70 over 100. So if I have 25%, that means I have 25 that has a denominator of 100. If I have 97%, that means that I have 97 divided by 100, like that. Like I have an exam, a math test, and I got 18 out of 20. So I want to know what was my percent, or I want to calculate it. So I have to make the denominator 100. Let's convert the 20 to 100. How to get a 100 from 20? Just multiply it by 5. 20 multiplied by 5 equals 100. So for the fraction, I multiply by 5 up and down to get 100 in the denominator. And the 18 multiplied by 5 equals 90. So now I have 90 over 100, which has a different form, that is 90%. So if I have a different question, like someone got 40 out of 50 in the English test, then what is his percent? Equals what? So he got 40 out of 50. So I want to know the percent. So I have to convert the denominator to be 100. Let's multiply by 2 up and down, because 50 times 2 equals 100. Of course, I have to multiply up and down, not only down, because it's one fraction. They have the right together, up and down, to be converted. 40 multiplied by 2 equals 80. So this man got 80%. Let's move to a different idea, different from getting the percent. If I have a 75%, how many forms do you think that we have of the percent? We have 75%, so it's 75 over 100, and that's the first form. And of course we can simplify it. 75 and 100 are divisible by 25. So 75 divided by 25 equals 3. 100 divided by 25 equals 4. So it's a 3/4. Memorize that 75% equals 3/4, or 3/4 is 75%. Type. What about the different form? It's called a decimal form. The decimal form, taken from this fraction that has a denominator of 100 or 10 or 1000 zeros. So 75% or 75 over 100 can simply convert it to 75 or 0.75. That's a different form. It's called a decimal form, and that's called a fraction form. So we have 3 forms for the same idea, the same value: percent form, decimal form, and fraction form. What about 3%? How to convert it to the two forms? fraction form, it's 3 over 100, and there is no simplification here. What about the decimal form? How to convert it? Of course, there is a simple way to convert it. The 3 takes the place of the first 0 from the right. So put 3. And what about the second 0? There is no number up. So just drop the 0. And the 1, it will be placed dot and 0. So 0.03. It's like 5%. The 5% has two forms, 5 over 100 or perfect. Let's place the 5 first and then 0, put the decimal point and then 0 in the whole. So it's 0.05. Let's talk about the part and the whole and the percent. The three elements that forming the percent. So like you got 40 out of 50 in the test. So what was your percent? We calculated that to get 80%. So we have part and whole and percent. Some questions are asking about what is 25% of 80. So he gave us the percent and the whole, the total, and he needs a part of this number. It's 25%. As we know, the 25 is the quarter. So I need a quarter of 80. The quarter of 80, as we know, it's 20. But we have a different way to get this. The word of means multiply. So I have to multiply 25% over 100 times 80 and then simplify to get the result. I know that it's a long way, but it works with every number. Let's simplify, cancel the zeros as dividing by 10. So 25 multiplied by 8 equals 200. 200 divided by 10, that is down, it will be 20, as we said before. So what percent simply can be get by multiplication. What is 20% of 120? So I want the 20% of 120. That means I'll multiply 20 over 100 by 120. So how to simplify this? Of course, the denominator of 120 is 1. So we have two zeros up, this one and this one. Can be removed by the two zeros down, as we divided by 100 up and down. So what is remained? 2 times 12, it's 24, over 1, which is 24. So 20% of 120 is 24. And that's it. There is a different question or a different idea asking about getting the whole. Getting the whole number or the total. So how to ask this? He will ask you about what is or what number that 20% of it is 50. So I got the part that is 50, which is 20% of a missing number. 20% of what number is 50? 20% of what number is 50? So in this idea, the easiest way to get it by making two fractions. First fraction for the percent, 20%, 20 over 100. And the second fraction for the part and the whole. So the part is 50. What about the whole? I don't know it. So it's a missing value. It will be denoted by x. So easy to get x. It's very easy. So half cross. How to do the half cross? Just x equals 50 times 100 divided by 20. Simply we can divide by 10 up and down, and 5 multiply 100, it's 500. 500 divided by 2, it will be 250. So that is the number. If we get 20% of 250, it will be 50. And that's it. Wish you understand everything. And if you have a question, do not hesitate, just send it to me. Have a great day.